this video, I'm going to show you where you can pick up great designs that can help you generate sales with your t-shirt business by using a platform called Canva. This is Anthony for Rocket Prints, where I provide you with walkthrough tutorials from graphic designing to digitizing images for heat pressing t-shirts and embroidery. In this tutorial, I will cover a simple trick you can use that will help you create stunning designs by using the power feature Canva has to offer. So stick around to the very end to get the full benefit of this tutorial, and I will show you how to weed and press this image that I'm about to create using Canva. If you're looking for great designs, or you don't have the graphic designing skill, you need to create something quick, and you don't have all the material that is necessary to create specific designs or just in general, you can use this feature called Canva. It does have a pricing. I believe for starters you can join this for free, but if you really want all the best templates and everything, you're going to have to make a small purchase. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick tutorial of how I use this feature to my advantage to help me generate sales with my business. Okay, so earlier in this video I talked about I wanted to show you a simple trick that you can use using the power of Canva. So I'm going to walk you through. If you've never seen Canva before, this is a great application. I use it all the time. It helps me generate sales, and it also has a barrage of templates that you can use and pick from to help create better designs and make you sales, right? So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to create a Christian t-shirt for a client, and I'm going to show you a simple trick that I use to help place font and a lion all together using a 12 by 12 design on a t-shirt. Okay, so how are we going to do this? So first, what we're going to do is we're just going to type in on your left hand side, you're going to see this you're going to see these features, and one's going to say elements. I'm going to type in lion, and I'm simply going to look for my choices. Okay, so you got a whole lot of choices you can pick for. I'm going to look for the lion that I want, and right here is the one that I had selected previously. We want to make this into a gold image, so I'm just going to grab the corners and I'm going to blow this up, and I'm going to just center it in the center. Okay, so here's the cool part. So what we also want to do is we want to make this image as big as we can on this t-shirt. We also want to add a scripture, a quote. Okay, so how can we do this? So what we're going to do is we're just going to click on here, and we're going to grab this feature to the right, and we're going to bring this all the way into the center. And now you got a half of a lion, and then all we're going to do is just grab this from here. Okay, second of all, what we're going to do is we are going to add a scripture. All right, so the client wanted me to add a special quote that's dear to him, and we're going to add this in here. And then from here, all you simply want to do is you want to add some font to this image. All you have to do is just select T, and it'll prompt a text path for you to apply text, right? So I'm just going to simply type in the words that he wanted on this t-shirt, and we're going to put in the beginning was the word. And the word was with God. And the word was God. And the word was God. Okay, so now you can just manipulate your font, right? You can make it into as big as you want it. Okay, you can squeeze it down, or you can extend it. You can bring this down, blow it up. You can do whatever you want, okay? So from here, if you wanted to choose a different type of font, you can just simply click up here and it'll give you all the fonts that you want to select for this image. Okay, so you have a lot of fonts to play around with, and you can just make your own. All right, so now all I'm going to do is just try to line it up to the actual picture, and then I'm going to bring it down. Okay, and then from here we're just going to choose some font. So I already had selected a font, and we're going to click on Brittany. And okay, and then we're going to bring this back down again. All right, so all I'm going to do now is add the same color to the font with the image. So simply, I'm just going to hit our text color, and then from there we are going to select our document color and pick the dropper, and then from there you're just going to select this, and boom, it automatically colors your font. Okay, just remember I had selected the font first. So now what we want to do is see how this is going to look on a t-shirt. What we're going to do is click on the back of the page, and we are going to go back to the background color, and we're going to select black, and that's how the image should look on the t-shirt. Okay, so now that I got my font all set up, all I want to do now is make the font match the color of the image. So what we're going to do is we're simply going to select the text, and we are going to go to our text color. From there, we're going to go to the document colors section, and we are going to hit this plus mark, right? From there, we're going to click on the dropper tool, and all we're going to do is grab the color from here, select the color that you want. There's different shades of this color on here because it's kind of like a hologram color, but we're just going to select this color here, and we're going to click on it, and boom, now the color is added to your font. Very simple and great tool. Okay, so now what we want to do is see what it's going to look like on a black t-shirt. So I'm going to select the background. I'm going to go back to our background color, and I'm going to select black. Boom, and that's how it should look. So all we got to do now is just download this template and make it into a PNG file, so you can go ahead and get it cut on your Cricut or whatever cutting machine you have. From there, we're going to weed it and then press it onto this t-shirt. All right, so we're just going to simply hit share, download, transparent background, and then click on download. Okay, so now that we got the PNG file, I'll see you guys in the back. Okay, so we have our layout here, and you're going to have a weeder and needle nose pliers to help assist with the weeding process. So all we're going to do is grab from the corner right here. We're going to pierce the little hole, and now you're going to separate the image from the carrier sheet. Now if you look right here, you see the plastic? That's your carrier sheet, okay? You're just going to pierce the hole right here, and then now you got your carrier sheet right here and your vinyl. So all you're going to do is just gently pull this back, and you'll start to see the separation of your image, okay? Now, what you want to do is kind of guide your cuts with your picker tool, okay? And then you can just help it by picking the images in your cuts as you go along. So not all the time you're going to get good weed cuts. You're going to have some difficulty, but as you gradually get better, you will start to develop a skill how to pick your images, and then you'll start to realize which ones are tougher and which ones aren't. Okay, so this one's not so bad, but you could still see that it does require some help and we'll just go along from there, okay? All right, so the, the image is finally complete, and this is how it's gonna look on this t-shirt. And it looks really, really nice. I had to pause the camera because I had to get into all these little crevices here. And you always wanna overlook your image before you actually press. If you can see right here, I left one of the little pills that I did. And I need to take that off, or that's going to end up on my t-shirt and it's going to be pressed on there, and now you ruined your t-shirt. So always double check your work so you make sure that you have a successful t-shirt. All right, we're just going to remove that little piece right there. Okay, so now we're just going to heat press this on my Transpro 15 by 15. We're going to just turn this bad boy on, and I'm going to press this at 260 degrees. And when I first started heat pressing, I didn't know what I was doing. I just jumped right in. I had some money and that I didn't have, and I just kind of like silently not told my wife and told my family what I was doing. I just saw this guy at the mall and I really wanted to copy him. I wanted to do what he was doing. And what inspired me about this situation is we were at the mall. We were actually buying a sweater for me, okay? It was a Jack Daniel's sweater. It looked cool. I saw this guy. He was just heat pressing all these images on these sweaters. And I was in line. So I just started doing the math, right? And I was like, there's 10 of us. This guy's charging like $25 a pop. That's $250 he's making within the hour. And I was like, man, it would be the best opportunity for me to leave my 9-to-5 job doing something like this. And he was in the mall, okay? And he was there, he had a friend, and they were just heat pressing. So these guys been in the business for a long time. Back then, you know, it wasn't polite to grab your camera and just start taking pictures. So I had to like take a mental note of what this guy had, you know. So I saw that he had an Expert 2 cutter, and I saw he had a heat press, but I didn't actually know what the heat press was, but I just remembered I took a mental note of that cutter. So then I went on the internet and I looked, and I found this place called Pro World, which you can see on the heat press. And I started digging around, and I realized that the heat presses weren't that expensive, okay? It was affordable. So it was the cutter that was kind of expensive, but there was, thank God for me, there was an opportunity. And now I see this app everywhere, but back then it was, you couldn't find this app in a lot of places, and it was called Affirm. So I started looking around, and this website had the Affirm app, which you can pay in payments. So I applied that to my purchase, and I was just paying everything in payments. And then there started my career with this heat pressing, and then it finally led me to embroidery. So that's where I'm at. And like I said, it's been fun. I've made tons of mistakes. I've even melted stuff on this heat press. I've even melted stuff on the top of this heat press because I didn't know what I was doing. I was heat pressing wall decals onto t-shirts because I wasn't reading. I just thought that I just knew what I was doing. But it goes to show you got to spend some time on doing your research and understanding what you're doing. But other than that, now I got it. I actually taught myself how to design using CorelDRAW. And now here I am working with Canva, and it's just amazing how this platform has taken off with all kinds of different apps that you can use that makes this even simpler than what it was when I first started back in 2017, which really it's not that long ago, okay? So
Me trying to work in my full-time job and still do this, it's really kind of hard. It sucks that I do see a lot of people that start off and they just take off, and I don't know how the heck they're doing it, but they're really digging into the grind, and that's where I want to be. So I'm still trying, I'm still chomping away at this. I'm getting a lot better, and I hope you find value in this video to help you. So if you are on the sidelines thinking about doing something like this, and you really want to do something like this, to me, just do it. Just do it. Just make that purchase. Just do it. Even if you don't know what you're doing, when you go on vacation, take the time to listen to YouTube's free. There's free information from all these content creators, including myself, that are just trying to show you how to do this for free. All they want in return is just for you to like or subscribe to their channel to help them grow their YouTube business as well, okay? So let's see where we're at. So right now we're at 157 degrees. So as soon as this is ready, we're gonna go in and start pressing it. We are gonna press this t-shirt, and first, before we do anything, is we're gonna take out all the moisture from the shirt, okay? To help this transition go smoothly. So all I'm gonna do is just set this up in here. And one of the cool things about this heat press, it's got like a pull away, okay? So you can pull from your heat press. Now, there's different styles of heat presses. This helps out a lot tremendously, okay? So if you're looking to buy something for the first time, a heat press, I would definitely recommend that you get a heat press that you can pull this away, because sometimes you need to get inside there to make adjustments, okay? Before you start heat pressing, you want to take a lint roller and you want to just go over your t-shirt to make sure all your lint is removed, and then you can go ahead and press it. So I'm just going to press this for 3 seconds, take out all the moisture, flatten it all out. And the way we do this is you want to do 3 fingers to 4 fingers, okay? So we're going to go 3 fingers here, and we're going to put our sheet right there. Now you know that it's not going to be all the way up to the neck collar. So now this is fairly a big image, so I don't really have to worry about making major adjustments. I'm just going to simply pull this in, and I'm going to leave it on there for 7 seconds, and we're going to see how this one turns out. Now I'm just going to pull this off. Now this is a cold peel, so you just want to grab from the corners and you want to pull this off gently. All right. Oops. You want to pull this off as gently as possible. Okay, you don't want to rip it, because sometimes you might just tug away something that you don't really want, okay? You don't really want to do. All right, now that the carrier sheet is over, you're just going to put your Teflon sheet. Well, this is really not, this is kind of like a higher end of a Teflon sheet, but just going to put that over like that, and I'm going to close this and hold it for another 7 seconds. Get all those microfibers embedded with that image into that t-shirt. I don't know, some of this stuff, you can easily see the lint on here. All right, and there you go, guys. There you go. And that's how you do it, from creating a design in Canva, cutting it on your Cricut, making it all happen, and then pressing it on your heat press. Okay, it's very simple. Now you can charge somebody 25 bucks for a shirt like this. So hope y'all like this video, and if you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. Y'all have a blessed week, and we'll see you guys back next week on my next video. Peace.